Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Timberborn, part 15 of our Emberpelts series. The lovely faction that loves fire and hates getting wet, even though in the past couple episodes we've sent them in the water anyway. They get over it. They're fine. So the goal today is twofold. One is to get as much industry as possible. So I want to get the clay pit, the kiln, and some scavenger flags in, along with a smelter, maybe even the big one. And then I would like, as a bonus, to be able to maybe get an explosives factory, but that's also going to mean that we have to get some sort of bad water collection and a centrifuge. And on top of that, I would like to maybe even see if we can get a dirt excavator. The latter bits may be a bit ambitious, just given how far away everything is. I mean, we could get bad water here temporarily, and that would probably not be a bad thing to just go right there, just as a temporary measure, instead of trying to cap it all off. Because I have grand plans for what's going to happen here, but it's going to require a lot of resources that we just do not have right now. So that's why I kind of want to focus on industry for the time being to get a lot of this done. The problem is, as soon as I get that industry done and we start collecting a lot of like dynamite especially, I want to start blasting. So where do I put it? Where do I put all this industry? Back here or over here, and take up some really good ground that we could have crops or trees growing in. I mean, we have plenty of trees. By the way, I did a few things between videos as I was just waiting for, let's go to justice, just to get some logs and planks built up, as well as seeing how our food would shake out. I added in significantly more storage, which is why we can hold way more than we could last time on those resources. Kind of did some things with some walkways to even like over here get a little bit of extra storage for food. Added in I think we actually added that in last time, the hauling post. And then I've just expanded out forestry. Just simply adding in just a couple foresters where we needed them. In fact, is it just those two? Yeah, it's just those two. And then kind of reconfiguring where the lumberjack flags were to be able to cut all these trees down. And as you can see, we're doing pretty doggone good for all of that. So we do have some space here for some of that industry. But the clay pit nor the kiln require any power. So I think they're going to go over here. And we're actually going to do both kilns so that we can have charcoal for later, should we decide that we want that. So I think I can get all of that just like right here on this edge. Yeah, because these are 2x2 buildings. So this one will be for bricks. Whoops. Okay, you go away, thanks. This one will be for charcoal, and then I've just changed my mind. Or have I? No, it's fine. This works. What we'll do is run our storage back this way. And I want to go ahead, even though that requires bricks, though. And until we have bricks, we can't use those. Man, I really do want the big boys. So maybe it's 40 bricks. How many bricks per hour do you make? There you are. 6 every 3 hours. So in our day, so let's say it's 15 hours, just to make that easier, we would get 30 bricks a day. We need 40. That's not too bad. And I want 3 of these, I think. Hold that thought. Okay, so industrial pile can hold the charcoal and the clay, but we'll need a regular large warehouse for the bricks. Okay. Yeah, I think I kind of want to go ahead and just go nuts with this and make sure that we have everything, just maximum storage. So we need 1, 2. That's what I thought. We're gonna run into a problem. Okay, I want to reconfigure this thing. Let's start over. Let's put the storage for the clay here, and then we'll bring the 2 kilns like right here, like that. Let's go like that. And then we can put their storage in behind. So we need one underground pile. I'm going to bring these all the way back. One underground pile and one underground warehouse. And then we have plenty of space. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what I was hoping, is that I'd have enough space left over. I know I'm being indecisive. It is early in the morning. I got up really early to record this video. It's been incredibly hot here, like it has in most of the US. It is currently 6:30 in the morning. It's already 73 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm sorry, but it's hot. And it's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. And I wanted to get up and record this because I cannot record with the window unit air conditioner going here in my office. It just makes way too much noise, and there is no amount of noise reduction on the planet, or even in the planet, that can take care of that. It's just, it's way too much. Because it's really old and loud and inefficient. I really need a newer one, but that is not in the budget because I'm too busy looking at, buying 4K monitors and stuff like that, which I think I'm going to get one before this video goes live. In fact, I think I'm going to have one. There's currently a good deal on a 4K OLED that I've been looking at for quite some time. So I've been wanting to go 4K just for my own personal use, but also to be able to start doing 4K videos. I think that would be kind of a nice thing to have for the channel. Everyone's like, wait, aren't you technically yet? Didn't you quit? Well, I did. I have. Yes, YouTube is not my priority, but I still don't have any other source of income. So until I find another job, I'm just going to keep doing YouTube because I love doing YouTube. And we'll put a couple of those up there. So the big problem that we're going to run into, though, is housing. Very quickly, we are not going to have enough places for all of our lovely little beavers to rest their weary heads. And oh no, they will actually be able to build it because they'll be able to reach up. So we could go with these, wait until we have bricks, or we could just go ahead and stick with the, what is it, double lodges? And that would get us 18 more inhabitants. But man, I really would like to do something like that and just go ahead and just wabam this out of here. They'll be able to reach it. They'll be able to build it. It'll be connected to paths because they can go through the roofs and ceilings magically. I think I'm gonna do it. And then as the bricks come online, the bricks come online. So cool, that gets one bit of industry going right there. We need to also add in some storage, and I'm just going to keep going nuts with the stuff we can't even afford. We need to add in some storage for scrap metal. By the way, did I mark these? I did not. So you are for clay, and then you will be for our bricks, and you will be for our charcoal that I don't know that we're really going to need all that soon. Maybe we will. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting. But we'll have it and be good. So cool. That'll get all of that done. Scrap metal will go there, and then they're going to carry it over to here, where hopefully... that's what I thought. This is too big. Grr. Okay. That's fine. I am gonna begrudgingly deviate from my grid. I know you're disconnected. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Once I get you reconnected anyway. So we're gonna go there, and then I am going to remove these trees right here. I guess I didn't need to get rid of that whole path, but it happened, so. And then we will just find a place to store the, oh, where are we going to put the metal blocks? There's not really a good place, is there? So let's just have them, since they're going to have to come over here anyway, let's just have them go right back with the metal blocks. And then I'm going to go ahead and, even though I don't think we're going to get to it, mainly because, you know, we don't have anything to get bad tide yet, I'm gonna put that right there. Probably a bad idea. What is that? Logs. They'll get this picked up eventually. So that'll get that connected. Let's prioritize this little section and get these trees out of here just so I can... Did I pause? I did. Just so I can remember to reconnect this path so they don't wind up running around and around and around. Probably should have done this opposite. Had this over here, that over there, but whatever. It's done. We're going to live with it. And he's taking a long time on that one tree. There we go. We can get that reconnected. Awesome. So that's like nearly everything. The only thing we haven't done is the bad water. So the big problem now is going to be power. We don't have any. Well, I mean, we have some, but we don't have enough. This is 600. We're using 355 of that. This is going to take another 300. So right there alone, we're done. This is going to need another 150. So 450 right there that we don't have. Plus, if we then add in a soil centrifuge, that's like 650 HP that we're going to need. So I'm really considering bringing power in from this other district. I just don't know where I want to do it. Like, I could just, you know, like run it straight into the paths and be done with it like that, and then just like connect it up into this building right here, and then boom, we're in the grid. Done. I could easily just like tunnel right underneath this corner and then just straight across. Bring that in. And I guess as a temporary solution, that'll be okay. So yeah, we're going to do that. And the cool thing is the other district will be able to help with that. I'm fairly certain I can get this under a building, right? Can I not? Can I really not get... What if I do like that? Does that get it under the building? Scroll down. Yeah, it gets it under the building nicely. Cool. And then we will just run these across like that, and then we will go right to there. And then here in the water, we'll just throw some power shafts down. I think that went all the way through, yeah? Yeah. By the way, so not only can this district reach a little bit over here to help build some of this stuff, this farmer, I've noticed, you can see they have a little bit of reach of the tomatoes, and wouldn't you know, those are the tomatoes that keep getting picked. Every once in a while, you'll see a farmer come over here and steal some tomatoes. It's great. He just scoots over, grabs tomatoes, runs away. However, he also helps plant it. Flooded building. What? Why? Oh no. I've made a big mistake. Oops. Oh, that goes down into an underground area right there. Yikes. Okay. Alright. It happened. We're gonna live with it. I'm gonna fix it. But yeah, we're gonna bring that in somewhere else then. Do we even need, like... We do need the power to go up to that duder right there, right? I don't know where you're getting your power from, man, but I'm going to assume that's far enough and that we don't have to, you know what? I'm going to go back a little farther even, because it looks like they're actually, we can do this. Yeah, they're getting their power right there, so this doesn't even need to come up here. It just doesn't. We have a lot of unconnected buildings right now. It's fine. We are going to build this direction so they can build the whole thing all at once. Then we're going to come in here, get rid of these. We're just gonna, as City Planner Plays would say, we're just gonna call them mulligan. And it's fine. It is totally fine. I don't think they're gonna be able to get over here to replace the dirt. No, they can reach it. Yeah, no, they cannot. Well, they might be able to once. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I just need to run that path all the way through to there, and then I'm going to prioritize this so that they get to work on that, and hopefully that can start drying out down below. That was unfortunate, wasn't it? Yep, I wasn't paying attention. like that hasn't happened before. So we can come back this way, though. We could come over here and bring it up like that. So that's what we're going to do instead. We're going to bring it in a whole different way. So there. And here we won't be flooding anything because there's just a bunch of trees right there. And that's it, I think. So let's you know, let's look underground because it's been a minute since I've built all this. Yeah, okay, we're safe. Okay, good. And then from here to there, and then we will just need to add some regular power shafts right there. That is a lot. A lot to get built, but I wanted to get all of this set up. Wow, they got a lot of that already refilled just that fast. I wonder how long that's going to take to drain or to evaporate. Like I bet it's going to be a while because that is just flooded. Even this house is flooded. I mean, that's deep. That is a lot of water. And I don't really have a way to get it out of here. Like, I guess I could run, like, you know, blast a tunnel all the way over to, like, there and dump it into that and then just have a levee. But, man, that would be a ton of stuff to have to do. I think we're just going to let it evaporate. I think that's really my only play on that. So I'm going to... Man, they're so quick. It just boggles my mind. Like, they're done. Like, that's in. All of this is in. And how far down here can they go? So that's it. That's as far as they're going to be able to go. So the rest of this is not going to get connected to power until we have our own explosives factory online, which, yeah, that sucks. I wonder, though, if I get rid of the district gate, can they then go farther to build? No. Okay. I was kind of hoping maybe they could. But they can't. So we'll just put that right back. And I really do want this side to be, or this district to be completely self-sufficient. So we're just going to kind of live with it. And let it be what it is. It's another way to say it is what it is. Which is a phrase that, I don't know, it just really irks me, and yet I say it. You have any of those? Things that just bother you, and yet you do it anyway. Like, anybody else does it, you're like, teeth grating. And then you do it, and oh my god, we have so many wet beavers. Because they're all going down there through that. Oh no, what have I done? This is going to take forever, isn't it? For that to dry out. Like... just absolutely for it's not getting fed from anywhere now, though, right? That was the hole. That I patched the hole. Yeah, I patched the hole. It was coming in because we went right there, right in between those two. So two different sources for the water to go down into. Oh, man, has it like subsided any at all? Not really. And I don't have anywhere down here I could put a water gauge to. Like, measure the depth or anything like that. There's just nowhere for it. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a dumb. Oh, well. We're just going to deal with it. And these guys can just... Wait, are they going to be able to get their water and juice and all of that while the building is flooded? Like, can they even go down there and... make use of that, you know, just to be safe. I'm just gonna throw one of these in here temporarily. We're just gonna give them let's give them an apple juice. I was gonna say like juice of more than water, and just to be safe. I don't know. I've never tried to have a district survive off of storage tanks that are flooded. So I just don't know. But there, that should solve the problem. Here they come to store it all. They had a bunch ready to go. So cool. How are we doing over here? We have the clay is done. And that means they're now moving towards housing, which is good. But I don't know that we need all these extra beavers until we have the jobs for them. So I may drop that priority right there. And then we're gonna run this up to here and get that connected. And man, I really wish these guys, I was kind of counting on these dudes being able to get all the way over to here, and they just can't. This debris is bothering me. I know it shouldn't, but it is. Speaking of, yeah, that's all prioritized, so they should pick it up. Oh, I also put in a bunch of stream gauges because I made changes to... this was not putting out much power at all. Like, we were like 170. And the problem is this was all dams on both sides. So the water was just kind of lazily flowing out of the district. I tightened it up. Those are only 4 outputs. I got made it a little bit deeper over here, but not enough to really like get those 2 squares irrigated or anything. So whatever. It's fine. So I would really like to actually have them coming down here. I think this is a better path down for them, just because it's a little bit more direct to where they're going to wind up going. So let's do that right there as well. And they should be able to get that built pretty easy. Wow, we're up to our 2nd underground storage already. Speaking of debris, we have a bunch right here. So yeah, even though we don't have like a lot of bricks, we don't have any bricks in this district, they're making them quick enough that this isn't too bad. So I can live with it. Oh, you require metal blocks to be built? Are you serious? Okay. I always forget that the bigger versions require the thing they output. So for now, we will have to go with the smaller one, which, you know, isn't too bad because it does save us 100 HP that we already don't have. So yeah, this is just going to take a while to get all of this built. So I think what we'll do is kind of just do a few in a building montage, just a few different shots of different buildings getting completed. It's going to be kind of hard to find a spot that we can look at all of this at one time. But look at that. They've actually got some bricks still just sitting there. Oh, I know what we can do for power. Because we have charcoal. Yep. That's our solution, isn't it? It sure is. But we can't do it until we have, of course, metal blocks. So we're just going to be underpowered for a while. Also, I forgot to come up with a place for a bad water pump. So we should get one of those in. Like, there is fine. And we'll bring that right to there. And then we'll give them a storage tank. And then we'll figure out where to put the centrifuge. But for now, let's get this district a bunch of industry. And you know what? Since I don't have to use my microphone during this next little segment, I can turn my air conditioner on. Yay! So they've gotten quite a bit. Just seeing all those wet beavers over there. It's still flooded. How bad is it? And did I really get it sealed? I want to make sure I really got this thing sealed. I know we checked it a minute ago, but now I want to be sure again. And yeah, there's nowhere for water to get down there. This is all by one block over here. That's not connected to anything that's flooded. And then this, it is still... It has not receded all that much. Like on this side it has. Like here it's... Oh, this is always flooded. Okay, so this I don't really care about. So wait, hold on. Is that okay? No, that is not flooding there. So it okay. It is actually come down quite a bit because it was all the way up to here. This side isn't connected. I thought this was part of the problem, but it's not. That's just flooded because it goes back here and they're inside too, so it's fine. So yeah, it is receding. We can see the tops of the tanks. It's just gonna take a while. Yeah, that's still pretty much a meter, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so we're waiting on metal blocks, but we have the housing and things like that. We just don't have babies to come grow up and take jobs. So we are going to help them, encourage them a little bit, if it were, to be in the mood to make some more babies. So we're going to give them a little bit more social, so that hopefully we can start filling up these empty beds. Because we were down to 25 and now we're up to 28. So definitely waiting there. So you can see there it's just waiting the metal blocks, and then it should be the same thing true up there, just waiting the metal blocks. So a couple of things. One, I don't have anywhere to put explosives once they get built, and I don't have a centrifuge, and I want to get in the power that I mentioned. And I think for the power, what I'm going to do is go right here and then put that there, and then come in. You know, for now I'm just going to do platforms since we don't have metal blocks. I'm just going to do that, and then I'm fairly certain that I could have just built the other one, couldn't I? I'm fairly certain that this will connect to the power underneath it. It will connect to the path. Whether or not it connects to the power, I'm not 100% certain. But that'll let the charcoal, so it uses 0.1 every hour, which is fine because we make 2 every hour. I think this uses charcoal? Yeah, a little bit. But only 0.1 every 3 hours. So, yeah, it'll be fine. We will be just fine. So this 0.4 every 3 hours, whereas this dude's cranking out 2 every 1. So we could even probably get like a second generator in here, which I like that idea. Let's do it. And then it doesn't need to have connection underneath, because it can connect to the one right next to it, and that should... but the problem still remains. I don't have this power connected here. It'll be right. It'll be fine, because once we get the dynamite, this is the only thing they have to blast. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I lost count. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I promise. So for the centrifuge, I'm just kind of like trying to figure out where we're going to put it, and I think we may as well just take advantage of this space over here and just see what we can do to get it connected here. So it's 3 by 3, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then that won't actually connect because the centrifuge, if I remember right, has to be powered in one of like the little middle bits. Yeah, it can only be powered there. So if we put that in right here, that's not going to get power. So what I need to do is get rid of that and then bring this over just one more. Oh, I should have used platforms since the other ones, these dudes, overhangs, since these guys can build it. Oh well, it's fine. So we will come in here with a centrifuge. This is going to be wonky, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's going to be really strange the way I have to connect the power here, but whatever. I'm fine with it. It's temporary. At this whole district, everything's temporary because we're going to eventually tear it all down. So let us prioritize this little setup, but not the that's right, you can't, it goes, okay, it's fine. Oops. I want to pause that one, and pause that one. Because since they're coming from over here to build, they're not going to be able to get back there any other way, I don't think. I mean, they might be able to come across here if I pause this. Yeah, I guess that would have worked. But they can't get these two. It doesn't look like it anyway. So, yeah, that'll get the centrifuge in. But then we need a place to... So we need a place to store dynamite, and we need a place to store our... I just went totally blank. What do you make? Extract. There's the word. Wow. Like I said, I got up early. So we can do a tank right here. You know, I am gonna take advantage of these guys having metal blocks. We're gonna do a small tank like right there for our extract. Nope, not bad water extract, which is that one. And then this will require the extract, so it'll get everything it needs. And then we just need a place to store the dynamite, so I think we'll just have them run over here. It'll be fine. And then that requires a warehouse, if I remember correctly. And yes, it does. So cool. Now they have a bit more well-being, and hopefully we'll get a few more babies. Let's see how many we have. We have 14 right now. Let's see what we get up to after this night ends. And the answer is not very many. One, in fact. We have one more. How's your well-being? So your social is really good, but the only thing you're missing is the dance hall. I mean, that's really all we can do for them at the moment is that stuff. So it's gonna have to be enough. Do you really still not have space for logs? Seriously? Like, yeah, you're still pretty much full. Okay, fair enough. So they should be able to get some of this stuff built. Like, you know, that's already built for these guys. That's built here, so I can I made a mistake. No, I have it. I can unpause this. Be able to get back here and get this built, because nobody would come across that platform right there. And then, yep, there we go. And then once that one is done, we can unpause those two, and then we can unpause this. Though again, it's not going to be done anytime soon, because I don't even think we have anybody working here. No, we do have somebody working here. Okay. It's just gonna take a while, because these dudes are gonna take a lot as well. So cool, the power is in, so we can unpause that. So now we have a place for everything, and surprisingly, we got all the way to where I wanted it to be. So that should be the first thing that gets done, is our bad water pump, and it only takes 5 metal blocks. So question is, where are the... Oh, wait, this takes metal blocks as well. Well, no, they haven't put any there either. Huh. So, this dude's... Well, it's also not 100% powered. So, that's not accurate with this. It's just not. Plus... Apparently he's out of charcoal. No, he has charcoal. He has scrap metal. But I don't see that any metal blocks have gone into any construction. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, well, that's this side, though, isn't it? Yeah, this side gave them metal blocks for that. Okay. I see. Yeah, we are under by over, well, it was over 50, or at 50. But... basically 50. So this isn't going to be running at 100% efficiency, though it should be running higher than that, but he's having to go pretty far to get both the scrap metal and the charcoal, so it is just going to take a while. So yeah, let's just chill right here. I don't have a good view to up there as well. I mean, I guess we can kind of see it, and we'll get this stuff knocked out and then get some dynamite made and blast this and make sure this is all connected here. So this is just going to take a while. And again, it'll be just kind of a couple of clips here and there as things get built, instead of just doing one long montage of nothing happening. So here we go. And as the sun begins to rise, we're done. Once this second engine got put in, that powered the centrifuge, which gave them the extract they needed to blow up all of this. So this is now all connected to the other district's power network. You can kind of see it all highlighted. Not making a whole lot of power at the moment, but that's because we're in the middle of it. Drought, so none of our water wheels are turning except the ones inside of here, hopefully. I mean, they should be, but who knows. Let's check on them. Yeah, there they go. They're moving. Not the fastest things in the world, but they're moving. So cool. Before we wrap it up today, though, I want to do just a couple things. I let this run just a little bit, like a couple extra days, so that we could get some metal blocks, because I want to go back to my original plan of having the larger of the two smelters. So we're just gonna drop that in right there. But before they start building that, we'll be like, hey, let's clean up the mess first and get that cleaned up, and then we're gonna jump up here and throw in just a couple temporary well-being things, things that were up here ages ago and are, well, now they're back. We're gonna give them an exercise plaza and dance hall days. It's a good song, underrated really. And because we have the ability to just edit things, that's going to be done right now. I love doing that. It's cheesy, I know. So yeah, we've gone from, fairly small district over here to a decent size. I mean, we have 71 beavers, 2 that don't have anything to do. We have 1 bed empty and 3 children to be ready for employment. So we're in good shape. The one thing that, it's going to take a while is all of this industry was in preparation to, then be able to knock it all down and rebuild it. And, starting with some first blasting, like this side, I want to blast out of here. And then from there, starting to plan storage and where industry and forestry are going to be relocated to, where all of our farming is going to be relocated to. So I really think we need to start blasting over here before we do any of that. And that's a problem because this district only has currently 41 explosives, so not really in the greatest shape. Plus they'll need to use a lot of planks. So I'm either going to have to let this run for quite a while, or I could blast back here and have these guys from this district get started on it. But I don't know how I feel about that, because then it's like, I really want this side to be self-sufficient. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how I feel about taking that approach. I do know that no matter what I do, like right here, because that's only supported by that one little bit of train there, I want to be careful that we don't destroy all of this when we blast underneath it. I think it'll be fine with just the one, because it supports 2 overhangs and then the overhang that way. But I'm not 100% certain, so I'll probably, as I have them start building things and blasting back. Actually, that's not going to get blasted out anyway. Yeah, it's not going to get blasted back there anyway. We may leave the platforms that get left behind for the tunnel here and only remove them from here over. That might be what we have to do. I don't know. I'm going to have to give it a think about whether or not I want to just let it run and let these guys get their dynamite built up along with their planks, or if I want to let this side help out. I don't know. This will take forever. This won't, but then this kind of defies the whole I want them to be self-sufficient. On the upside, nothing's flooded anymore. We don't have a bunch of wet beavers, so That's good, I would say. So we're going to leave it here. Whoa, hello, come back. We're going to leave it here for today with a nice view of our industrial area. Very small industrial area, but you know what? It'll get the job done. And until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.